Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 14th. And yeah, as far as my update is concerned, I'm actually going to start explaining the bigger picture. Um, and also, if you kind of noticed my channel, I changed the name to Undercover Envoy. The reason why I did that is actually that's the book I'm writing, and it's going to be pretty sort of enlightening to some people, I guess. But I'm gonna try to explain the bigger picture. So, and that's always why I'm struggling to try to make sense, not only on my videos, but just like I'm just trying to explain what's going on because there's kind of a bigger picture going on. It isn't just uh, about earthly problems, but if if you kind of notice what's going on lately, uh, call it disclosure or whatever you want. But basically, it's like the truth is going to be revealed going forward more and more. And one of the best ways to kind of describe our situation is if you went to, let's say, South America and you came across one of those tribes in the Amazon that are just not in touch with the rest of the civilization on Earth. That's kind of how Earth is compared to not only our galaxy but also our universe. It's it was quarantined and uh, yeah, it's been kept separate from the rest of uh, the galaxy, I guess, really is, and as well as the universe, for millions of years. So, but unlike that Amazon tribe, it's not sort of happenstance. It's more like it was specifically done on purpose. So you've got people that have been trying to control Earth and create a no-fly zone and basically keep it segregated from the rest of the universe and galaxy for, well, actually millions of years. But as you've noticed, like even if you're going through history, you'll find that yeah, there's always been contact with other beings. Whether even at the time they would be considered gods. Very similar, like I said, it's like if we landed a helicopter, and we just had just a jumpsuit on or something into the Amazon jungle, and we came across these people that have never seen, the outside world. Just even with a flashlight, they would consider us god-like, whatever. So that's kind of what's been happening, over millions of years. So the problem was, as anybody sort of understands this, that Earth was not only quarantined and had kind of a no-fly zone, but it was being sort of guarded by the ones that are manipulating us and dumbing us down. In other words, they want us to be this uneducated, dummied down beings that they can control, and that's kind of what they've been working on all this time. And as you know, that's kind of how we got to the situation we're in now. But they also know, because as soon as we start getting smarter and start catching on to what's going on, that's when they usually have some sort of cataclysm to knock us back to the Stone Ages again. This cycle has been going on over and over and over again in different ways. But this time, I'm going to say the word "we" as in part of what Earth humans are going through, whatever. But we're going to get out of it. This time, we're getting out of it. But as you know, this is kind of a long, complicated story. Normally, we're left alone by other off-world beings because it's like we have to there's that non-interference rule. Even though they know that we're in trouble, they've tried to visit with their family members that are on this planet in physical bodies. I mean, it's the same with me. I'm just in a physical body. This is like my avatar. but they've been trying to contact us throughout the years, and they realize they can't wake us up because we're under a major, it's like a memory wipe thing. So it's like if you try to contact somebody, even though they're a relative of yours, and they have amnesia to such an extent that they can't even recognize not only you, but even if you showed them a picture of their old house or something, he's like, they got nothing. That's kind of what's been happening. Is when we get recycled back into a human body here on Earth, our memories are completely wiped out from past lives, everything. Only through hypnotherapy can you kind of draw some of them out now. But I'm saying for the most part, most people are completely oblivious to their past lives here on Earth, even in captivity, let alone their other lives off planet. So anyway, what I guess what I'm kind of trying to get at here is the only way we've been kind of watching this, monitoring Earth for, well, at least hundreds of thousands of years that I'm aware of. Anyway, but we're always trying to figure, is there a way we can somehow assist them to wake up to what's been going on? And what it boils down to is the situation got to such an extent that they realized that these human beings on planet Earth will not be able to wake up on their own. They're going to need a lot of help. And we've been under such a grip of this control system. And what it is we're unaware that they're using our power as eternal beings. We are actually eternal beings. You can't kill our spirits off. We live, we're endless. We live forever. So, but when we're captured and put into a physical body, it's almost like we're imprisoned in this physical body inside of a prison. So it's like a prison within a prison almost. And they wipe our memories, everything. It's a long story, which I'm going to explain in going forward, because I understand the gist of the major, how this happened and how we got to this extent. But basically, going forward, what you're going to find out is this, not this whole complicated story, because it is really complex, but it's just that you're going to be waking up to off-world civilizations. It's going to become more and more obvious that we've been dealing with them. Now there's kind of nefarious ones out there that are kind of opportunists, and they play with the control system, whatever. And then there's ones that are very very benevolent, and they come here to help. And this has been attempted over and over and over again, and usually it's failed. This time it's working. So with off-world help, again, it's like, including me, I don't want to interfere. I just, I'm here with more of suggestions, and I'm here mostly as a monitor. I'm just monitoring it for, I know this is going to sound out there and everything, but yeah, they see everything I see, hear everything I hear. I'm kind of like, boots on the ground, or basically I'm their eyes and ears, and I relay information to them. But not only from just the information that I pick up, but also what I feel. In other words, they're experiencing my experience. So the more of a human experience I have, the more they understand what this is like, sort of being here, Because you got to remember, like, what the beings that are helping us, the ones that are from higher dimensions in particular, let alone just the beings out there in the universe that want to help. A lot of them just don't understand how it got to this extent, because normally we play these out and we get ourselves out of these trouble situations, and that's another reason why we kind of get left alone, because for the longest time they're thinking, well, they'll find a way out of it. They'll somehow escape, and they'll wake up, and they'll go, and they'll become part of this galactic family. That's normally how things work. But that's not the case here. This is a very rare circumstance, and you'll see that as we go forward, and you have to start understanding the larger story that we're involved in, that we're finally getting out of this mess. And yes, there's positive timelines, there's free energy, there's such a thing as no time, and it's all about, and this is ultimately what you're going to find out, the larger story. It's all about us spiritual beings, which are, uh, yeah, we just we're eternal beings. We never die. It's all about us into getting a human, not just a human experience, but also a physical experience to learn from. So this is the bigger story is all about spiritual growth. That's what you end up finding out, and that's why we have a lot of those thoughts, even when we're here, even stuck in this prison planet. We're thinking, about spiritual growth and whatever. What's that all about? We've designed these physical matrices throughout the universe, and there's even multiple layers of that, to experience things to define and refine our spiritual growth. In other words, we have to learn through examples of experiences. So that's kind of what we've designed, but this one's out of control, got out of control. But we're bringing it back online. Is kind of what's kind of going on. Again, it's pretty hard to tell the full story. So that's why I'm kind of why I put this book together, and I should be publishing it within a few months. I'm just kind of editing it now. It's just, even then, there's too much to say in one book, but I'm trying to get the gist of what's going on. So if you understand my position and where I'm at, is I'm here to experience everything. In other words, I'm having just as much of a human experience as anybody else, but it's just that I understand what's going on from a higher or outside this world perspective. So to me, I can sort of wrap my head around it. So it's pretty hard, pretty difficult to juggle that, and that's what's made my life very confusing, because I come in here and I see things so differently, because it's just this problem. This Earth is just so dysfunctional. It's like I'm trying to make sense of it. Why aren't things done logically? Why are what's going on? Why is everybody so unfair? Why is everybody so unkind? Why is everybody so selfish? But I mean, now I get it. I understand it, and also because of that, being part of the Envoy team, and there's hundreds of thousands of us out there that are in human bodies having this experience, is we're relaying that this information that we're learning. It's almost like we become a translator, or it's almost like we're it's an envoy to a certain extent as well, but we become that bridge between not only other beings from different planets as well, but also from higher dimensions. Higher dimensions is a whole nother topic, and I'll get into it in the future. But yes, it's and I know I've kind of explained it before. It's very similar to different grades of school of spiritual learning. This third level is, I always consider it grade 3. This is really physical. This is where you learn all your hard knocks, but it's to the extreme here. But normally it's like you learn your hard knocks as in, like, okay, you have physical experiences, you understand how the matrix works, all that. Anyway, I don't want to go off into that too much. I just want to start explaining the bigger picture, and how things are going really well, by the way. We are on a positive timeline, and they can't kick us off this positive timeline anymore. Before, the ones that were controlling us, they try to knock us back, but it's not going to work, and they realize. So in a sense, what you're seeing is the physical world is, and I've said it before, and you've heard it from other people. We're going through a paradigm shift. We're getting out of this old system, which is based on lies, deceptions, controls, and we're coming on to a more enlightened stage. Now, it depends on how you want to explain it, higher dimensions and frequencies and all that stuff. Like, we can get complicated, but just the whole point is we're getting out of trouble now, and we're slowly. And by the way, I keep saying slowly waking up, and which is very true because I got this years ago through, like I said, they talk to me through telepathy all the time, the ones that are helping out, and they said that we tried to do the quick wake up before, and it didn't work because it just it was too much too soon. So we're doing kind of a slow wake up now. That's what track we're on, and it'll actually start ramping up. It'll start accelerating, but yeah, throughout 2025, there's going to be more obvious signs that we're interacting with other beings, not only interdimensionally, but also in this universe, in this physicality as well. So, and there's lots of variations, and you'll see that as we go forward. So yeah, that's kind of I'll just cover for today. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm still in the game with you guys, and we're still waking up and staying positive. Okay, that's all I got for today, and I'll talk to you another month from now again. And yeah, you'll see, things are really going to start rolling out soon. Okay, that's it for today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.